finally beat Malenia. This is the strategy I used. This is my gear. Pause, check it out if you want. This katana and my Uchi katana, both maxed out, plus 25, both got seppuku on them. Just some random assortment of very physically defensive gear. Stamina recovery talisman. This one is for the final hit of chain attacks, the twin blade one. Jar's arsenal, just to have that equip load maxed. And then the Lord of Blood's talisman is kind of key for a bleed build. If you don't know what it does, it gives you a damage boost whenever there's blood loss near you. And then from Ash of War, for the longest time, I was just using the Mimic tier and just beating my head into a brick wall just over and over again, trying that. And then I was like, you know what? Try something else. I tried Banish Knight Oleg Ashes. That's at plus 10. And then within a good handful of tries, I was able to take her down. Bear in mind, this is the culmination of hours and hours of trial and error and stuff. So anyways, here's the rest of my stats and whatnot. If you want to check them out, go for it. If not, let's get into it. Papa Rune Arc, I got Godric's Great Rune activated. That gives you plus 5 into every stat, or is it plus 3? Either way, it's a pretty solid Great Rune. So start off the battle, gonna get the seppuku off on both katanas, spawn him in, refill my mana, and then what you want to do, or try to do, it's a little difficult, but if you can, definitely try to trap her into some kind of like little crack or crevice throughout the arena and just wail on her and just get that bleed up. Don't let her get up in the air to do that obnoxious spinning death cyclone attack. That got me so many times. If you don't know, you can actually break her poise when she's up in the air about to do that. If you hit her hard enough, or enough times while she's doing that, you can knock her back down onto the ground. When she does that, just try and do what I did. Roll back right as she's flying at you. Use whatever consumables you want to use. I used my Flask of Wondrous Physic. Yeah, and then just it's kind of the same strategy. Although I feel like for this run I got a little bit more, I guess, lucky than I had been with like RNG and like her choosing certain moves to use. She really didn't do that spinning death cyclone in phase 2 this time. At least I don't think so. So that was great. Yeah, this is just a combination of being aggressive enough to keep that bleed procking, while playing it safe enough to where you're not gonna just die. Like right here, like this is a good example. Like I thought I was done. Like I got lucky to live through that. Kind of back off, regroup a little bit, and whammo, she's done. This took me hours, man. Like multiple, like different days of attempts. So, and yeah, this isn't anything like revolutionary or new by any stretch of the imagination, meaning this strategy, but this is what worked for me. Hopefully it'll work for you. One more time, here's my stat page if you're at all curious. I went mostly dex, if you couldn't tell. At this point I was starting to hit the soft cap for dex and vigor. So whatever leftover points, I pretty much just put in a little bit into strength endurance, a little bit into mind, just so I could spawn those more costly Ashes of War, like Omen Killer Rolo and Oleg and whoever else. But and at this point, I just began to level up Arcane a little bit, just because it does. Or these katanas both scale a little bit off of Arcane after you put the seppuku Ash of War on them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just try and bust her down as quick as you can in phase 1. Aim for getting her trapped in a corner. It doesn't always work. Yeah, and then for phase 2, just definitely dodge that first kamikaze fucking dive bomb attack. Use some consumables. Get yourself good to go. Let your Ash of War take the heat off you while you do that. For Ashes of War, I would recommend, well, obviously this guy, the Banished Knight, Oleg. Mimic Tear is definitely up there, because I had gotten a handful of attempts where I was pretty damn close to getting her using the Mimic Tear, but this Oleg dude, he's just he's a fair bit tankier than your Mimic Tear, so I thought if I traded off some damage and bleed for that extra bulk and tankiness, I felt I'd be in a good spot, and ended up working. So yeah, that's about all I got. Thanks for checking the video out, especially if you made it this far. Appreciate you. That's about it. Best of luck. Thanks.